Welcome to my channel. My name is Henrik on this Henrik's TV channel, which is my own channel. Today, I would like to speak more about Professor Peter Muntharika in 8 minutes. I believe that you are going to stick around knowing more facts about Professor Peter Muntharika in this video of today. So everything that I'm going to speak about Professor Peter Muntharika, it's what I know, but there may be a lot of things which I cannot speak much about Professor Peter Muntharika, as I only want to speak what I have on my desk about Professor Peter Muntharika on today's video. So I would like to ask you to be there and paying attention to what I'll be speaking about Professor Peter Muntharika. You should know, some of you, that Malawi has just finished conducting presidential and general elections. So it's like now Malawi is quiet, knowing that we have passed the election mood. Now we are in the excitement mood for the results. So the results have given Professor Peter Muntharika a victory. So who is Professor Peter Muntharika? This is the main objective of this video today. So I would like to begin to speak more about Professor Peter Muntharika in this video. First of all, Professor Peter Muntharika was born in Malawi, and he comes from Cholo district. He is a Lomwe tribe. Professor Peter Muntharika did his secondary school education in Dedza in Malawi. And the Professor Peter Muntharika as well, he has worked in the United States of America as a lecturer. He was at the University of Washington. Professor Peter Muntharika, after retiring from his lecturing career, he came back to Malawi upon request by his brother, who was the president of Malawi by then, Dr. Bingwa Muntharika, who passed on in 2012 while in office. So he was asked to come to Malawi when Bingwa Muntharika was the president of Malawi. When he came to Malawi, he was given different positions. He worked as the Minister of Justice, as well as the Minister of Education. I think also he worked as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So the political career started then, and since then he has been actively doing politics. Professor Peter Muntharika indeed wanted to succeed Bingwa Muntharika when Bingwa Muntharika had passed on, but the Constitution of Malawi did not allow that. Instead, the then Vice President of Malawi, Vice President to Bingwa Muntharika, who is Joyce Banda, was given the constitutional power to become the president of Malawi. So she succeeded Bingwa Muntharika, who passed on in 2012, and the Joyce Banda became the president of Malawi other than Peter Muntharika. So following the accession to position of the president by Joyce Banda, Professor Peter Muntharika and other people who contested against the succession to power of Joyce Banda were arrested because of trying to block Joyce Banda to become the vice president automatically according to the Constitution of Malawi. So Professor Peter Muntharika was arrested and other people. But in 2014, Professor Peter Muntharika stood on the ticket of Democratic Progressive Party as the aspirant president on the elections of 2014. He competed with Joyce Banda, and Professor Peter Muntharika won the election in 2014 as the president of Malawi. So Professor Peter Muntharika ruled Malawi from 2014 to 2019. In the year of 2019, Malawi conducted election again, and the Professor Peter Muntharika, under the ticket of Democratic Progressive Party (DPP), also won the election narrowly, but the results were not accepted by the opposition parties. So the opposition parties went to court to ask the court to annul the results. The court looked into the case and it gave the judgment that indeed the election of 2019 was not properly conducted. So the court ordered the elections to be done again. So in 2020, Malawi had also a rerun. Malawi conducted the presidential elections, and those elections, that election was won by Malawi Congress Party, which had an alliance with the United Transformation Party and the other many political parties, United Transformation Movement and other political parties. So Professor Peter Muntharika lost the election in 2020. In 2025, Malawians went to presidential and general elections on 16th September 2025, and the elections after were conducted, Professor Peter Muntharika won the election, and he won by 56.8%, a landslide victory. So Professor Peter Muntharika now is the president again, re-elected, beating Lazarus Chakwera. And the President Peter Muntharika will rule Malawi from 2025 to 2030. So the expectations of many Malawians is that Professor Peter Muntharika this time around is going to perform very well, because the reason why Malawians have decided not to put Lazarus Chakwera on a position of power for the second time is that Malawians are going through economic problems. So because of these financial challenges, they decided to remove Lazarus Chakwera by voting him out of power and they replace him with Professor Peter Muntharika. So what it means now, Malawians have got hope in Professor Peter Muntharika that he is going to deliver and give Malawians what they need. Is Professor Peter Muntharika going to do that? 5 years are enough to make sure that Professor Peter Muntharika delivers. And I believe he's going to deliver because he has got experience as the president. He ruled Malawi from 2019 from 2014 to 2019, and they removed him from power. So he knows very well that Malawians are not going to let him make mistakes without challenging him of his blunders. So Professor Peter Muntharika, I believe he's going to do diligently and he's going to perform excellently as the president of Malawi from 2025 to 2030.